I'm just gonna let Chris be turned around like that for the rest of the episode. Yeah, okay. Hello and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night, New Blood. As a warning, this is a mature game and it explores some dark and troubling themes. This may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, drug use, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. The streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. So, now it's time to, ordinarily I would say it's time to introduce our vampires. However, it is time to introduce other characters that you may have already seen if you check out our YouTube over there. Let's start up in our regular position, and it is Michaela.
Hi, my name is Michaela, otherwise known as Cosmic Dazai, and tonight, oh wait, shit, wrong script. I will be playing Caraquar, the Black Fury werewolf with definitely no forms of anger issues whatsoever.
None.
Whatsoever.
None. And next to Michaela over here is Monica.
Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? I am not playing a vampire tonight. I am playing a werewolf named Viola. And Viola is a Gale Stalker spirit walker.
And up above me is Joanna.
Hi, my name is Joanna, and tonight I'm going to be playing your friendly neighborhood Ventru, Antonia.
And we're going to skip over Chris for right now. Elaine?
Sorry, I was not prepared for that jump. Hello, my name is Alan, and I am playing the role of the old man, your friendly, and I do put emphasis on friendly, neighborhood Nosferatu fixer, cleaner, get shit done kind of guy.
And I have no idea where Chris has gone. So, what? Chris is there. Dramatic turnaround in the chair.
I could
Chris.
face. Hello, I'm Chris, aka D&D Imposter. I am playing Key, who never got under Violetta's skin and will therefore never get under Caraquar's skin.
I don't know if that's the truth or not. I can't tell anymore.
We may never know, just like we may never know what happened to Violetta's office room. So, stay tuned.
So when last we saw some of the vampires that are on screen, they were still investigating certain things and they were going their separate ways. Antonia, Key, and the old man were sticking around the Vancouver area to do a bunch of stuff. They, vampires really don't like to travel necessarily. There's too much of a risk of that big, bright day star showing up and burning them to a crisp. So, but Sophia and Violetta went to Toronto. We last saw them when they were on the plane, having a nice little chat, little bonding sesh. So, we're going to open this particular episode with Antonia, the old man, and Key giving me a rouse check because it's a new night.
That's what I forgot. Is I came home.
Demiplane?
No. Oh. Demiplane is up and active, and I was like, I got you. I'm ready to go. But I do not roll digital dice. Listen, we love Demiplane. It's your number one stop for. Are they plugging up? All right, it's your number one stop for character sheets, play books from all kinds of games, not the least of which is the World of Darkness games. We got all the vampire stats here, the character sheet for the old man. I have like all the stats there. I even have like a really cool skin that's like covered in blood. It's like animated and awesome, and it lets you, if it is your preference, use their built-in digital dice rolling system to roll dice on certain actions.
There's a however coming. Yeah.
There it is.
am an old man. So I'll be right back.
While the old man is going to get his real life IRL dice, Antonia, how did your roll go?
Antonia failed.
Ooh. Pardon me while I retrieve my stuff for the. Oh yeah, that's the power button right there. Oh. So what Antonia hears is Antonia.
Yes.
You need to eat.
I'm aware. I will eat.
I know your
Don't worry.
preference. And you need to. You're probably going there this evening. Find one of those. Eat the whole thing.
Fine. I will do so. I mean, deprive me of my cucumbers and cream beverage. I mean, why not?
How revolting.
Don't knock it until you've tried it.
And that's the last year about that. Key, how'd you do?
I failed.
2 for 2. Okay. All right. We'll see if there's one. Yeah. John Cena comes in. You hear in the back of your mind, Key.
He cannot be reached at this time. Please leave a message after the beep.
Eat someone. Stop being petulant.
Joke is on you. I don't understand that word.
Never mind. And they just, that's the last you hear about that.
Yeah.
Even your beast is like, I don't have time to explain
I'm so
this.
sick with this person.
Peace, I'm out. The old man, how is your roll going?
All right, so I am at a hunger of 3. How many dice do I have to roll right now?
You probably would have been able to bring that down to 2. You probably have had a chance to eat since then.
Yeah, but
actually, not 2. Bring it down to 1. That's fine.
But I haven't eaten.
Do you want to eat?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. That's my buddy. Out here looking hunger in the eyes, going, "What you gonna fucking do about it?" Oh shit! Wait.
How's the roll going?
Oh no!
It's fine. I'm fine. I roll.
Just 1d10.
One d10. All right, let's go. I got you. 1 red d10. Okay. I rolled a 1.
In that case, the light's staying on. So, you hear in the back of your mind as you go to 4 hunger, old man, you need to eat.
I know.
Eat. Now.
Yeah, I'll eat. The old man, like, looks For sorry,
That was
how are
bright.
your eyes? No, do not eat. Give in to the light. Sorry.
The little angel on his shoulder, like. Eh.
The old man, like shaking hands, like fumbles around for his flip phone, and goes to text Frank. The only thing he can get out that makes sense is like one word at a time.
What how many texts and what words are being used?
2 texts. I'm gonna say, just food and now exclamation mark, one exclamation mark.
He is an old man, right? So yeah,
Very old man.
So you get back after a couple minutes text of done. And as a storyteller, it's time for me to remind everybody, since this is one of the first times in a Vancouver by Night game where someone has hit 4 hunger, if you go to 5, it is pretty much bad things will happen. Let's just say that. For everybody, John Cena does not show up. No. For everybody in as vampires, you would already know this, that if you let the hunger build up enough, you will eventually do something called frenzy, in which case your character loses all higher brain functions and you become the beast. And your only desire is to hunt and kill for a short amount of time. What your humanity does after that, on the other hand, is entirely different. So, are you going to go eat before going to the Dark Star?
I am, but I'm a trap door hunter, so
Yep.
I need to wait for that food to come to me, which means that I'm going to be arriving at the Dark Star late, and I'm probably gonna do a dangerous,
Go on.
like a dangerous, a harmful drink from whatever food comes my way.
So, with harmful drink, do you mean drain them entirely dry?
I mean, I'm going to try not to, pardon me. Oh dear. I'm going to try not to, but they would have to roll to see if they don't die. But I'm trying to knock out all 4 hunger right away.
You can only go down to 1
So,
hunger.
Okay, then I will do.
So that'd be knocking out 3.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to make you roll to do the attack or anything like that. That we can just deal with narratively later. But I am going to roll for this particular individual to see if they feel alive. Yeah, I'd say so. They're going to need a massive amount of orange slices and red meat after this, and a lot of fluids, but yeah, you would be, after you feed in your particular way, you check the unconscious person, and they are, like, out of it. Like, they gave way too much blood at the blood drive type of thing. They're passed out, but they are still, in fact, breathing, and heartbeat is there. It's weak as hell, but it's there.
I have that post drink clarity, and I'm like, I like slump them over my shoulder and take them out of the underground and into the streets.
And what are you doing with them from there?
Put them in the alleyway next to a pub. Let them chalk it up to a bad night.
All right.
Drank too much.
And then you're heading to the Dark Star?
Yeah.
Is anyone else feeding Antonia or Key?
Antonia's going to eat at the club, but she's going to eat from somebody because apparently her beast wants her to do that. So she's going to find somebody already at the club. There's probably a few like regular people milling about listening to like the first DJ that's on before the next set.
DJ Bartleby.
I ain't drinking from him. I'm sorry.
No,
no,
I'm just
but
saying that DJ Bartleby is probably the first one because you want to kind of get that ridiculousness out of the way early in the night.
Yeah. So presumably there's probably some people on the dance floor already just dancing, grouping.
Remind the storyteller and the people watching at home your feeding preference.
Scene queen.
Your Ventru feeding preference.
Oh, my venture feeding preference is everybody except musicians.
That is easy enough to find on that particular dance floor.
Music appreciators are fine, just not actual people. Musical.
Yeah, there's like a person there. I'm assuming you kind of drag them up to the VIP.
I feel like Antonia probably wouldn't need to drag them. She probably, knowing how hungry she was, probably took some care in her outfit, just to make sure that her outfit screamed, "I'm the boss lady," kind of thing.
All right. Give me, let's see, your character sheet. There it is. And give me a, wow, you have a lot of that. Persuasion and manipulation. Arguments could be made for charisma, but you have more manipulation. Let's put it that way. Ventru, am I right?
3 successes.
That's easy enough to do. How much are you taking from this particular individual?
Well, I'm only at 1 hunger. Antonia's only at 1 hunger, so she's only going to take the one.
You would have been at
one.
2 if you failed the rouse check.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I already marked it. I'm at 2. So
Okay.
I'm only allowed to take 1. So I'll take
Oh, you're not.
the rest. Yeah.
You're allowed to take whatever you want. I'm a storyteller. I just do things. You can take as much as you want.
You don't shit where you eat, and so I'm not going to make my club very dirty with a dead body at this point. That's not going to happen. Sorry. So just 1.
I'm just pointing out that it's an option. Key, are you feeding between...
Hell no.
What is Key's hunger at right now?
2.
2. Okay. Yeah, it's manageable. So you're heading to the Dark Star and busting out those dancing moves?
No, he doesn't dance. I had to think about it. He just hides in secret.
He's voguing their way to the Dark Star.
Making a way.
So we'll just fast forward a little bit to where you're all at the Dark Star, and this is the particular evening that the old man, during the investigation, figured out that Young Shift would be performing. Where would Young Shift be performing?
Mute. Okay. Probably at a there is a very low-key, hole-in-the-wall Caribbean restaurant in the downtown east side. The World of Darkness will call it Calypso.
Okay.
But in the basement of Calypso is a very large underground like stage venue where a number of kind of like hip hop shows happen at. And then on alternating Friday and Saturday nights they'll have hip hop shows and like dance hall shows.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves for just a sec while I scribble this down.
Okay. Yeah, the old man kind of like takes the torn off like notepad piece of paper with the address and time of the show and puts it down in front of Antonia and says, "Here, that's where we'll find him."
All right. I am ready. Well, I mean, am I ready? Am I too much or should I turn it down? She's asking the old man.
The old man looks like he just like he normally tries to look a little bit put together, but kind of often has like wearing old clothes kind of vibe. But tonight he looks like his jacket's buttoned up to hide like the stains and evidence of his feeding. And he says, "How the hell should I know?"
I figured you would have staked out the club, but I mean, I'm in. I'm in however you want me to be in. Want me to, I'll just be there. You'll call me in when you need me in, and I'll let you do the talking.
Well, all right. Key.
What? I'm just along for the ride. I'm just here to have fun. And you see chat, and you see they just like take out their chapstick.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's gonna be a show, like a concert or whatever. Hippity hop, I don't know, but just
like
have
music.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, if you can call it that.
Do they have earplugs?
I don't know.
It's actually pretty standard practice to have earplugs on sale at the merch shop.
On sale?
Yeah.
What are these Canadian laws? Dang.
No laws. You can just make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
Dude, that is some USA behavior.
I don't know. I went to I went to a punk show a couple months ago, and they were handing them out like candy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like common practice. Like out of character, I was like, is this common practice at like Canadian shows? They just sell them. Go to first aid. Oh, I think I busted my hearing.
That'll be 50 cents. So
Elaine, it's not that they were handing them out like candy. They were just handing out those little like candies that have the 3 colors, then they just stick them in your ear, because I can't find a good use for them otherwise. So are you, all 3 of you, making your way to the Calypso?
I mean, I am. Yeah.
I'm following.
Yeah, Antonia's joining.
So the Calypso is, if it's in the east side, it probably has like kind of the orange brick kind of motif to it. probably has a neon sign out front with like a palm tree, stuff like that. It's if any of you had still smelled, like breathed at all, there would be some amazing smells coming from this particular restaurant. But where you're all going is down in the basement. Down there's probably like an alleyway that's nearby, and you would go kind of down a few steps, and there's a bit of a line up there. There's people waiting to get in. It seems like it's a fairly popular venue. And there's a bouncer who's like, making sure that people are lined up, and that he's ushering them in. It's not quite at capacity yet, so there's still a bit of time to get in there. How are you all approaching this particular line? Are you gonna wait in line? Are you gonna do the Ventrue / Toreador vampire thing of like dropping presents and being like, "Ah, let us in"? How are you all approaching this one?
I think Antonia would put on Blush of Life
Probably
because
a
she
good
doesn't
idea.
want to be too much out of sorts. So that's just a Raz check.
It is, yes. So, Key, would you also want to Blush of Life, or do you particularly care if people can kind of see that you're kind of pale looking and deadish?
Unless like Antonia or the old man asked Key to, I don't think he would care.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and Antonia wouldn't ever ask Key to do anything like that. Antonia would probably just do it just for her own comfort and so she doesn't get questioned.
Speaking of Antonia,
fail.
how did your rouse check go?
Fail.
What is that? That puts you back up to 2, doesn't it? Yes, no? For the people listening at home?
Yes,
Okay.
it puts me back up to 2. I'm sorry.
They can't see nods on Spotify, is all I'm saying.
I appreciate that, and I should be more mindful of that. Yes.
So you hear as for Key and the old man, you've probably seen Antonia do this several times. When Antonia is trying to impress like some investors who maybe come into the club, into the Dark Star, she takes a breath, because now with the power of her kindred blood doing the Blush of Life, color comes back into her cheeks. She now has a pulse. Like, it looks as if she's alive. And if I can find Antonia's character sheet here, Antonia has a humanity of 7, so she looks as if she's still alive. There's no difference between her and someone else. The only difference that you would both be keenly aware of is the fact that you were just looking at pale, goth-looking Antonia, and now she looks, I'm a real girl, like. But Antonia, in the back of your mind, you hear, Antonia.
Yes, I will eat. I've already eaten tonight. I will eat again. You will get your wish. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing, please.
Eat more.
I will eat more.
And that's the last you hear about that, because you're only at 2 hunger, and the beast isn't quite as taking over as it was for the old man earlier. So, you Blush of Life. Are you doing any presents, anything like that, to try to...
I think Antonia probably wouldn't want to attract too much attention.
Okay.
Bring too much attention to herself. She's keenly aware that She's going to let Key and the old man kind of take the lead on this one because this is more of their probably area of expertise than hers.
Okay, so I'm assuming you all join the line then to get in.
Is there a VIP line?
There probably would be. There'd probably be the two lines set up.
I'm just saying, Key would try walking towards the VIP because they don't go to concerts, and we always say the VVIP. So Key, like, very confidently would be like, "Oh, this is where we go."
I think Antonia would almost stop Key and then be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Not
And
even
she
a
just
bit.
starts
Key's just
walking
like-
after Key.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
You get to the front of the VV or not the VVIP. That's the other place.
Freudian slip.
The
I'd like to capitalize on it.
WVIP?
The WVIP. Yeah. Now that we've established that the Caribbean restaurant is werewolf territory and the Dark Star is
listen,
vampire
I
territory.
just pitched it. I'm not saying it's canon, all right? I just pitched it.
Oh, I'm totally going along with
It
that.
might,
as canon.
it
Yeah.
might be Amsterdam. Who knows?
That would make it a Mage the Ascension thing. So, but that's another game for another time.
Yeah. I don't have
So
that one yet.
Key makes it to
Well,
the
that's
front
fine.
of the VIP line, and the bouncer, say, fairly large gentleman, is like, yeah, no, you're not in this line.
What do you mean we're not in this line?
This
We
is
are
for
in this line.
VIPs, and unless you have like a pass, VIP pass to get in.
I would like to use the forgetful mind.
Okay. Let me just flip over to Key's character sheet here quick. Let's see.
I haven't used something in so long, and I don't know why, but this is just like he just uses their shit at the weirdest times.
Demiplane is amazing. All I have to do is click on the Forgetful Mind, and it tells me everything I need to know. Right, so it is a rouse check. And it
Okay.
is manipulation and dominate for you versus their intelligence and resolve.
Manipulation. And
I've been
dominate
rolling
for
so many dice this
sure,
particular session.
man.
I haven't rolled dice in a while. Feels great. And I'm rolling real
dang.
dice. Take that. I'm using Canadian dice, which is another sponsor. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
How did your roll go?
I
Do you want to spend willpower?
don't. Well, you saying that freaks me out. I rolled really well,
Okay.
but now I do. So I'm also gonna use one willpower. For this. But that's funny because I'm only
Okay, let's compare
one.
How-
Well, yeah.
how well yours did versus how well mine did. What did you roll?
What do 2 10s mean again?
2 10s, it basic is a critical and it doubles it. So instead of the 2 successes, it would be 4.
Oh,
For
yeah,
every
okay.
pair of 10s, yeah.
Cool. So I got 9 successes.
You do not have to use willpower.
But you scared me, okay? I haven't used one of Key's powers in so long. I'm not about to whiff it by like one lost dice.
So I actually also rolled a critical. I rolled 5 dice and I got 6 successes. So
Okay. Whoo.
you beat it with the 9.
I
So
didn't need to
with
use
the
the willpower.
system,
That so scared me. Whew.
each point of margin allows the user to add or remove an additional memory. The victim recalls the edit's vaguely foggy indications that can fall apart under close questioning. The critical win creates a flawless imprint, as real as any true memory. Which memory are you implanting?
Oh, this whole interaction.
Okay.
What actually happened in his mind is I walked up and he remembered that like we had met at this nightclub months ago and just got on. We have inside jokes about just concerts in general and video games. And you know what? Fuck it, boats. And he came up and made some like really bad puns, and then it was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. And he was like, oh my gosh, like, oh yeah, of course you guys are. Oh, and these are your friends. Oh, they must be just as awesome as you. They think he's the shit. Everything the Key wishes Violetta believed about them.
So
And
I
so
didn't quite hear that. Did you say boats or soaps?
boats.
Okay, boats. Okay.
I know boats.
He's gonna like be like, oh yeah, yeah, oh Key, right? Yeah, come on.
Oh no, I definitely gave him a fake name. I told him my name's like Ash or something.
Oh yeah, you're Ash, right? Come on.
Oh, good friend, good friend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is my buddy. Like
the way,
he's looking back at the old man, and Antonio almost like looking at the old man like a proud kid, like, look what I did.
By the way,
the old man.
Don't tell them that I was at that Taylor Swift concert.
Oh no, I would never. Your secret is safe with me and my friends.
Yeah. I got a reputation to maintain and stuff, right?
Yes.
The old man doesn't look the bouncer in the eye as Key walks past him. The old man follows and just kind of gives Key just like a good like.
Yeah, giving them like the little VIP badges, like passes that he gave us, like.
Yeah, and you gotta, if you like show that to the bar, you get like the free drink too. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
And he waves you all in.
Let's go. He kind of like, once they get away from him, he turns around and goes, I have no fucking idea what to do now. So that was my work done.
That was nice. I enjoyed watching that. That was well done.
It was
As
fun.
the three of you enter the Calypso, Viola and Caraqua, do either of you have any gifts that involve sensing supernatural things?
Ew.
Caraqua?
Stare down is only going to scare someone, so no.
I have
Yeah.
penumbral senses and sight from beyond.
Sight from beyond would be the one that would work.
Yeah, that one.
Fight.
First, give me a wits and awareness for both of you, and I'll describe the scene for the vampires that are coming in. You walk in, there's some tables that are in the area. Like it's kind of a wider open area as you get into the basement. There's a bit of a stage. It's not a huge stage by any stretch of the imagination. It's not like you have to walk up like 3 steps to get to it. It's basically like a step and then you're on the stage. It's kind of wide and flat over on the one side of the wall that is the furthest away from the door. And there's like tables and people are kind of lounging around, and there's a bar that's over on the left-hand side. It almost reminds you layout-wise of the Dark Star, but it's just like there's a lot more color on the walls, and as part of like the actual like the decor, the art that's on the walls, there's a lot more color mixed in. With the Dark Star, it's kind of like a black on black motif.
Sorry. Just clearing my voice.
So Viola and Caraqua, how are the wits and awareness going? 3 successes?
Really good.
Ooh.
I got a crit. And
Nice.
then I had 1, 2, 3, 4 more
Holy shit.
successes on top of that.
That is like 8 successes.
Yeah.
What would Viola and Caraqua be doing in the crowd? Just waiting for young Shift to get on stage? Do you have drinks in your hand? Like, what would you be doing?
Viola would probably be drinking something old-fashioned-y, non-alcoholic, probably a Shirley Temple, because why not? And she would be asking Caraqua all about the hip hop scene because she knows absolutely nothing about it.
Martha, like, is very much a plain Jane in this sense. She does not drink. She has like a solo cup filled with water in it. Um, that's just her vibe. She's like nodding along, like, yeah, no, it's about this. See, Drake dropped tailor-made freestyle.
Oh, Drake, the nice young man who was on that teenagers show all those years ago.
What are you talking? Sure, okay. Anyway, he dropped push-ups. He dropped push, but basically she's like trying to
By
explain
by
this.
by the
Yeah,
word
we don't.
drop. What do you mean by drop? Like, did they
He
drop the album like in the middle of the street? Is that what they
it's a
did?
diss track. Oh my God. Like
We don't have
you
to
can
get
like
too far into those particular weeds of the entire explanation. But almost mid sentence, Viola, with your 8 successes, which is astronomical, you, as soon as they walk in, you notice that there's something not quite right about Antonia, the old man, and Key.
We have intruders, it seems.
it's one of them.
Hmm. With the 8 successes, can I tell that they're
Uh,
yes?
one of them doesn't look like a vampire. The other 2 clearly do.
I believe we may have some bloodsuckers in our midst. They better not
Fuck.
be here to cause trouble.
No, but they're
This night
fucking
is very
seeking it out.
important to young Shift, okay? I know he's been preparing for this quite a long time, and I just don't want this to be messed up for him. The poor dear has been all sorts since you know what happened.
Push comes to shove, I'll try and pull them out one by one. We can deal with it later. They don't dust, you know,
Of
messily enough,
course.
I
Of
think.
course.
They don't bleed, do they? No, right?
No, they intake the bleeding, but they don't expel any bleeding. I don't think so, no.
That's really good to know. You want any of their wallets once I'm done with them?
Oh, dearest, I'm not sure that's necessary completely, but I mean, if that's what makes you happy, go for it.
I'll pay for your drink if I get something.
That's my girl.
With your 8 successes as well, soon after the, let's just call them vampires. I don't really feel like calling them kindred right now. As soon as the vampires wander in, there are 2 people that come in after them. Like full Corey Hart mode. Sunglasses at night. They're wearing suits. They are, if possible, in comparison to the vampires, even more out of place in this particular environment. Like they are just wearing suits and it seems like they're government types. You're getting that kind of like MIB type of vibe.
What horrible energy those 2 are bringing in with them. Even worse than the bloodsuckers. Do you see those? To
Will I be able to pinpoint them in the crowd?
Oh,
I would
Yeah.
point
easily.
them
Yeah,
out, yeah.
okay,
Easily.
okay. Fucking pigs.
Bloodsuckers and pigs. Truly an eventful night tonight. All this for young Shift. What else could
Don't
possibly be
think this
going
is the
on?
type of audience he wants to attract.
No, I
Violet.
didn't think so.
Do you want to use your supernatural senses on this?
Is that the other one that I had mentioned at first?
That is the other one, yeah.
Yeah, the penumbral senses. I will
no, the other
open...
one.
Oh, Sight from Beyond?
Yeah.
Ensnare Spirit.
Sight from Beyond.
Okay, cool. It's been a while since we've played vampire werewolves, guys.
We'll get back to it.
Okay. What did I need to do for that one? It's intelligence and wisdom.
Yep. Which is down in your renown ratings for the wisdom.
Oh.
So, for the vampires, what are you doing when you go in? Are you trying to get a table? Are you checking out there's like a person on, like, as an MC who's like announcing that the next act is coming on, and then the next act takes a couple seconds and then starts doing some improv.
I think the old man just takes a half step behind and Tonya and Key and says, hold on, I gotta take a look around. Keep your eyes open and your heads on swivel.
Will do, boss.
Well, I ain't the boss.
That's right.
Not here anyway. With that, I am going to I'm gonna use unseen passage.
That would be a little conspicuous, unless you like head to like the washroom or something and then disappear and then come out. That sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Then
you've done this like billions of times before.
Okay, then what I would do instead is post up in a dark corner and use Cloak of Shadows.
Okay. And Cloak of Shadows. Viola, how did that roll go?
It went real well. The rolls are where were these rolls during vampire? The last couple of sessions. I got so I had rolled initially 2 9s and a 10, and then I said fuck it and used another willpower to re-roll the non-success and rolled another 10. So that's 2 10s and 2 9s.
That is 6 successes. Okay, so
yeah.
Violet closes their eyes briefly, and when you open them, like it's kind of like the veil lifts between the regular world and the supernatural world, and you see the two let's see, the old man and Key. I believe you both have 7 humanity. Seven.
Yeah, I do have 7.
Yeah. So you see that that all 3 of them have pale auras, and that it seems like this is not something that's regular. Like, that you definitely are clocking them right now as vampires. But when you look over at the people who came in behind them, who are like MIB types, their auras are something I don't think Viola has ever experienced before. They have, I guess the best way of describing it would be like frenetic auras. Like, there's kind of like every once in a while there's kind of like a spark, kind of like an electric field, kind of like where if you see like an experiment where the kind of electrical bolts are shooting off of the metal sphere, It's kind of like that, only it's with the aura, and it kind of shifts colors as one of these happens. And that is a good time to take a bit of a break. So, come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody, and first get some words from our sponsors. I'm just gonna let him go. And welcome back, everyone. So, Viola was seeing some interesting people come into the Calypso Club. There's the vampires, one of which is pretending to not be a vampire, for the most part. And there's some Men in Black type looking individuals that have kind
They're
of
glitching?
kind of. That's actually a really good way of describing it. They're not like, you can't visibly see them glitching, but it's kind of like there's the odd time where they would, they're looking around. One of them has kind of their hand in their inner jacket, and they're looking around. They have kind of the cord that goes up, wraps around the ear, like a kind of like a Secret Service type of situation. And they're looking, and as they would turn their heads, because they're not really like moving physically toward you or away from you, you get kind of like the occasional like their head turns and then it goes from here and then there's like a glitch and then they're like looking in another direction.
Iroquois. The G-men seem to be very, very strange. I'm not sure what they are, but they're definitely not bloodsuckers like the others that have just entered. And they're definitely not of our kind.
Oh, fucking lovely then. How do you suppose we get rid of them?
Well, I'm not sure unless we want to engage with the bloodsuckers and see if they might draw the ire of the G-men.
That's not a bad idea. Oh no, I don't suppose either of us have garlic or steak on us.
No, but what do you think they know? They're in a werewolf den, essentially.
That would be asking for death. So I'm
Exactly.
hoping they are just really stupid.
Sure.
uh
Um,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I had nothing.
Old man,
Yeah.
you were going to be using some obfuscate, finding a dark corner and turning that
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I was going to post up in a dark corner and use Cloak of Shadow.
Yes, that is
and
actually free. So,
yes,
are you going to be like observing stuff that's
yeah,
going on? Just kind of
yes.
getting a lay of the land.
hmm
For the rest of you, you kind of, you're probably keeping your head on a swivel as per the old man's suggestion. But if, as you both kind of look away from where the old man had gone, he just kind of disappears. Then when you look back, there you can't find where the old man is anymore. Give me a wits and awareness from the old man. Antonia and Key, are you both looking around as well?
Probably. Getting kind of an idea of what's going on.
Wits and awareness. Key.
Fudge. No.
You're looking for fudge? I don't think there's any fudge at this particular
I
restaurant.
don't think. I honestly,
There might
I feel
be.
like
I don't know.
he would just be following whatever the old man is. Like he would basically try to just follow the old man. Like I feel like he just thinks, okay, they're the operation commander right now.
Like
There's
physically follow the old man?
maybe not like following what they're doing. So if they see like the old man trying to hide out, they'll kind of like just think of like a mini the old man. Like he's like somewhere else as well with an eyesight.
Are you hiding as well, obfuscate, or?
Sure.
All right.
But
Let's go over to
yeah,
his character sheet.
I can do silence of death, but
That would not be that effective in this particular environment.
then I'm just trying to regular hide. Not even
Regular
doing anything
hide
fancy.
would be, let's do a Dex and Stealth. Dexterity and Stealth roll. Old man, how's the wits and awareness?
That is 3 successes.
What are you looking for in specific?
I'm keeping my eye out for Young Shift, who I know is a howler, which means that I'm also looking out for anyone else who might stand out as a werewolf also.
They're not that conspicuous, I suppose it would be the best way of putting it. Like you can't put your finger on like anybody who's sticking out as a werewolf in this particular crowd. Just seems like a somewhat regular night at this particular venue. Like everybody seems to be kind of vibing in the same kind of way.
Okay.
Except for the 2 people who look like MIB agents. They stick out like a gigantic store thumb. Antonia.
3 successes.
Same thing. There doesn't seem to be anyone that you could peg right off the bat as being a werewolf, but there doesn't even seem to be any like kindred here other than the 3 of you. And
do I still see Key and the old man?
Key, how's your stealth check going?
Oh, not very good. It was only a 2.
You can still see Key. Key is attempting.
He's putting the chapstick on the ground.
Yeah.
I guess Antonia kind of shuffles over to Key and kind of nods behind her. Those look like beds.
That's a good thing. They can tell us where the werewolves are. Yeah.
You usually don't find them in places like this, though. Why, or should we even be here? Is the question.
Why wouldn't we be here?
Well,
You would know Key has like no real concept of like agencies and cops. Everyone is the same in Key's mind.
Beds are trouble, and we're not like them. So they might do bad things.
Speaking of Key's mind,
what?
You put down your chapstick.
Oh fuck! It's gonna roll right to their feet. Oh
no! It is sitting there as chapstick. It's horizontal.
Yes.
But it slides so that where you would take off the lid to applicate that part is pointing directly at the 2 MIB looking people. Like it moves, like you put it down, it doesn't move at all, and then it starts to like slide in that direction.
I feel like Key just is like grabbing Antonia's like the shirt or the side of the shirt and just like look. I know what you said, but the chapstick says we should talk to them. Look, like as it's moving and it stops. I mean, the chapstick has spoken. Reach down to pick it up.
I mean, if you think it's safe, I don't want to ruin the old man's chances of getting what he's looking for. But yeah, if you think it's safe, Key, let's go.
Can I see the old man?
You cannot.
I'm going to text him.
The old man gets a text.
It just says, it's like a chapstick emoji. It's like chapstick has spoken. Talk to these guys.
The chapstick emoji definitely appears as a blank rectangle in his
with a little question mark in it.
Yeah. But the actual text, the chapstick has spoken.
Something has spoken. It doesn't say chapstick. It's just the chapstick emoji. So you see rectangle has spoken. We should talk to guys in black. Redacted.
So he looks like tucks into his coat, kind of checks his bone.
So the old man got the text, and are you going to be responding?
No, he's just gonna look for Key.
Key is pretty easy to figure out where Key is at this point. Antonia is over there as well, and Key is like yanking on Antonia's shirt to point out the...
what direction are they staring
at? Key would be staring at the two MIB looking people who were not too far from the door that you had initially come in from. They hadn't really moved from that spot.
Yeah, he'll flip open the phone and just send a text saying, keep eyes on suits, and he'll send that, and then he'll send one more text that says watch them when young shift comes out. But he spells it YOUNG.
He just sends back more emojis that probably just show up. You get like 5 rectangle blocks.
Yeah. He keeps his eye on them, so it's fine.
Okay. Key and Antonia, you were going to be going towards the MIB looking people?
Well, the old man said to just keep an eye on them. So Key's like, okay.
Has that ever stopped Key before?
Ironically, Key sometimes listens to the old man. So Key's like, Key also likes to think of himself as like a stealthy operator in this right now. So Key's like, okay, so the chapstick was telling us the right thing, but you see these messages, the old man says we should just watch for now.
All right. So, not engaged, just watch them. That sounds good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If I get bored, then we could probably go talk to them, but...
well, the music's okay. Is Antonia seeing any looks on Key's faces?
Exactly what you saw right there, just like...
Is it?
He doesn't really listen to music.
He's
like, the sounds are nice.
So,
okay.
As a quick kind of storyteller aside, Elaine, for Young Shift, would Young Shift kind of have like headphones on and like practicing before they go on, that sort of thing, like trying to like get in the zone?
He might have headphones on with like one ear open.
So
he might not necessarily be like practicing in the same way, but like just like kind of like mumbling to himself. Definitely smoking in a non-smoking area.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just kind of getting a gauge on on
his head right.
how distracted he would be, because one of the MIB people kind of take out from under their jacket a little kind of rectangular kind of cube device, and it kind of flips open, and he like hits a few buttons on it, and everyone, Antonia, Caraqua, Viola, Key, and the old man, you all see everyone just stops other than you. Like mid everything. There was some people who were moving with drinks, they were holding drinks, and then one person kind of like accidentally trips a little bit and it kind of spills, and you can see the liquid like stop dead in midair. Like everything just stops.
I think Antonia's slowly doing a kind of a 360 turn while whispering to Key, telling them, Key, I know what you're thinking. I know that this can be a fun experience and new and novel, but please don't do anything to the frozen people.
We are here to capture reality deviants. If you are a shape changer or a vampire, please come with us outside.
Excuse me?
Antonia.
Excuse me?
Reality deviants. And they point out there's two there, there's one over in the corner, and there's two over at the bar. Come with us, please.
Fuck no.
Park was going to get into defensive stance just in front of Viola.
They have sunglasses on, right?
They have sunglasses on, correct.
I think Antonia wants to use awe on them, but she wants to use awe with I can never pronounce this, Melpomene.
Melpomene.
That's the one. So that I don't need to be looking at them.
Okay. So, give me a roll on that. Viola, are you doing anything?
Thinking. So I didn't recognize what these things were at all, right?
Give me a, let's say, wits or intelligence in occult roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
From what I recall, Viola is kind of slanted over to the right-hand side of the character sheet a little bit. There's a lot of dots over on that side.
That's 8 dice.
Jesus Christ.
Storyteller,
That's me.
Rousing my manipulation for this.
Okay.
I did a rouse check and got hungrier. So I'm at 3 hunger.
You should eat them.
Fuck off! Not right now. I'll eat them later.
Are you
Petulant
thinking that or are you saying
child.
that out loud?
No, thinking it.
Okay.
Talking to my beast. Talking to my beast.
Sometimes you just gotta talk to yourself in Vampire the Masquerade. It's fine. Everybody
Happens.
does it.
That was 6 successes.
That's fair. You haven't seen it personally, but you've heard that such a fluctuation in the aura is likely caused by either a changeling, a fae, or a mage.
I whisper this into Karakwa's ear as they
What?
are standing in front of me.
Let me just weigh my options for a hot minute. Just hold the fuck up.
I'm guessing Karakwa's character sheet is more slanted to the left side of the thing with a lot of like physical and brawl and melee, etc.
Listen, I'm just glad I'm able to actually use these skills because, like, episode like 1 of Werewolf, I was just like, and there's stuff preventing you from using your stuff.
You know what? Just because I don't know when the fuck I'm going to use this, guess what I have? I have a
Krino's
lore
form?
sheet. I have that too, but not yet. I have a lore sheet called Monkey Wrenchers. I
Oh
got the first
boy.
dot. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's about to look like a U.S. presidential rally. I have the first dot. I have the first dot in that called Demagogue. You know how
Oh
Riley.
boy.
Hey, once per story, whenever you attempt to sway a human crowd into violent action, you may add 2 dice to the relevant pool to do so. I want
Might
to.
not be effective, unfortunately, in this particular instance, due to the fact that all of the humans in the area are frozen in time
Oh,
at this particular.
mm.
I mean,
Damn
you
it,
could
common sense.
you could
My one weakness.
rally them up and get them all
Right.
mad for when they come out of that time vortex. But sure, yeah, you can do it.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Since. Damn it. Damn it. Fuck. Okay. You know what? I have Limp Bizkit on. Um, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and go into Glabro form.
For those of us who are in the audience, who or may not have been participating in our werewolf game, there's a lot of Limp Bizkit references with regards to the song "Break Stuff," of which Karakwa is about to do. I can only imagine. So you're going to Glabro form.
That I am, yes.
He and Antonia, the old man might be able to, would likely be able to see this from their vantage point. But for Antonia and Key, are you both looking at the Men in Black type people?
Antonia is. And she got 5 successes on her Malponini.
Melpomene.
Well, I mean, people were like, "Oh, you need to come with us," and Key was like, tap in their VIP badge. Nope, I'm VIP, and just kind of dropped it and just looked away. Like
Okay.
he's never like looked at them. He's just kind of like
For
general
Key
vicinity.
and the old Key and Antonia, the old man, you would actually probably be able to see this from your vantage point. Karakwa kind of stands up and readjusts her shoulders, and then you hear like, because there was like white noise in the club. There was like, you know, people talking, there was clinking glasses, there was, you know, just the sound of the music itself. When the Men in Black people hit the buttons, all of that sound dropped out. It completely stopped. You don't even hear like the microphone sound, like as if you're in like an empty room and somebody turns on the microphone. You can kind of hear like from the speakers that sort of sound. Like all of that is completely stopped. But when Karakwa steps forward and shrugs her shoulders, you can see like the shirt that she's wearing is kind of like stretching and straining as she increases in size by about 6 inches. And somehow it's kind of like the old transformation sequences in the Incredible Hulk TV series where you see like the shirt kind of stretching out and straining at the seams. And you can hear a lot of cracking of joints and bones as Karakwa gets larger. Key and Antonia, you hear a lot of cracking of joints as Karakwa gets larger.
Key, I think we should get out of this lovely lupine's way. And she starts stepping backwards.
Backwards, if you were looking at the Men in Black people, backwards would be directly towards Karakwa.
Oh, sorry. Okay. She's behind us. Sorry. Screw that.
Yeah.
She
Cha-cha,
kind of
real
starts
smooth.
shuffling over to the side of the room.
I feel like he's just mumbling under their breath, following Antonio, like they didn't teach this at Harvard.
But I still have the VIP pass.
But I still have it.
Viola, are you doing any transformation of any kind?
I think she's going to wait on transforming until it's like necessary.
Okay. Old man, are you doing anything or just still observing? You are still, in fact, obfuscated.
Yeah, but he did point in my direction.
He pointed in everybody's direction.
Yeah.
It's the glasses.
Okay. The old man is going to remain obfuscated, and he is going to just adjust his stance a bit. So instead of standing kind of like flat-footed against the wall, he just slowly like stands a bit upright a bit, particularly as he watches Karakwa do the same, but he has his eye on the Men in Black, particularly the one talking, holding the device. And he's just going to adjust his stance where he could take movement in an instant.
I'm kind of envisioning a like kind of a noir investigator type of thing where it's like you're leaning still up against the wall, but you've got the one leg like bent at the knee, pushed up against the wall, so you can like spring off of it if you need to. Right. So, Karakwa, what are you doing since you're the only one who's transforming and or moving towards the Men in Black?
Gotta be honest with you, dog. I have Limp Bizkit playing. I am not here to be a pacifist tonight.
As a Black Fury, I'm shocked.
I am such a pacifist. Honestly, this is out of character for me. It's out of character for me. I won't be gaslit into thinking otherwise, but I am going to break my Buddhist-like methods and go straight for trying to brawl one of these motherfuckers. Which one is closer to me?
They're both about the same distance. The one that's holding the device is over. If you were coming towards them, they would be over on your left.
Get him. Get him first.
Alrighty. Give me a strength and brawl.
Okay then. As we have question. Or does it
Yes.
I do have razor claws on this character. Can I
That would take a round to prepare.
never
have-
mind that.
Yeah, you have to kind of
Yeah.
will them out to be sharper and more disturbing.
Never mind that. It says that in this form I get hold up.
In that
Is it-
form, I believe you have an extra 2.
Plus +2 dice bonus.
Yeah, to physical attacks.
I'm going for a grapple since I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's fair.
I have 9 dice. I just want everyone to know this going
Werewolf.
into this.
Werewolf is an incredibly brutal game. Let's be honest.
I made this character as the most peaceful of saints, just so everyone knows. I say as I roll a crit.
The most. Wait, hold on.
Mhm.
You're not a stargazer. You're a Black Fury. You're not the most peaceful of werewolves.
In my mentality, I'm the most peaceful of characters you have ever encountered in any of your games that you story told. The most docile, demure, peaceful. I will not take no or that is not the case as an answer. In my heart and in my mind, it's true.
How high did you roll on that one?
Okay. So speaking of me being demure, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 on a crit.
Is it a brutal crit?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So you Kirikwa makes her way through the crowd, avoiding, I'm assuming, unless you want to just barrel through them, that's up to you.
Nah, I value life, unlike Violetta.
All right. So Kirikwa makes their way through the crowd between the men in black and where you were standing at the bar, and you reach out with both hands to grab the hold of the arm of this particular person that's holding the kind of it. Now that you're up close to it, it seems like it's a technological box, but it doesn't look like any kind of Palm Pilot or anything like that you've ever seen. And there's no like blue screen of death, so it's clearly not Windows. And you grab a hold and you crush their forearm with both of your hands. They
pacifist.
do not react. There is no reaction. They're completely like just straight face, no emotion. But you grab a hold of that person. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the other one, who had their hand in their inner jacket pocket, everyone else can see that this is going down. And this other person, they don't actually move the rest of their body, but their arm kind of swings out and like a weird looking handcuff thing kind of goes over your right wrist. And immediately you experience 2 points of damage. And it
Oh.
is incredibly painful.
Ah!
But you're kind of half of you shift into like like half of your body shifts back into human form. That's connected to that wrist. Viola, you were going to.
Yeah, that's probably where Viola would switch into Glabro mode.
All right.
And go to try and take a bite out of this dude's arm.
So Glabro, I believe, is a rage check.
Remind me how to do a rage check?
It's just like a 1d10. Hi, kitty. You're here now. You're here. There we go. There we go.
Oh, that's a 4.
Oh,
That I
God
believe
has fallen.
you lose a rage.
Dang. Where are my rages?
Which we had that particular problem with Viola
I
before.
did.
But on the plus side, you have neither howled at the moon or seen the moon this particular session, so you're fine once you get outside. So yeah, you switch to Glabro, and again, for everybody, Antonia, Key, Old Man, you would probably be paying attention at this point. And there's a cat directly in my right here. Viola, who seems kind of, I would call Violet, cat, what are you doing? I would call Violet kind of more laid back type of thing, more kind of mellow with regards to a lot of the werewolf and supernatural shenanigans that go on. And the vampires see Viola kind of stand up from where they were sitting, which had previously been behind Caraqua, and, you know, do the same sort of rolling the shoulders thing and just grow in size and become more brutal looking and more kind of just aggressive looking. And you're going to go over to bite, or would you be doing like a punch, claw, anything along those lines?
It probably would have been a claw swipe at the arm of the one that basically put the cuffs on.
Okay.
Caraqua.
It's only the cuff on the one side because Caraqua's kind of stuck between the two forms. Yeah, give me a strength and brawl, which is +2.
That's only one. That's 3 total.
You're helping.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's not bad. It's 2 successes.
You. So the arm is kind of reached over towards Caraqua, and you come in, kind of nudge Caraqua to the side because, along with gaining 6 inches in height, you also pack on about 100 pounds of like just lean muscle. So there's not really that much space in between the two MIB guys. So you kind of nudge Caraqua to the side and kind of smash down on that particular person's wrist. And they take, it looks like they take damage, but you can't see it from the expression on their face. The vampires, are you doing anything?
Viola just ends with a snarl.
That's fair.
Rawr. So Antonia's basically using awe with her voice. We'll just call it the voice awe because I honestly still can't pronounce that today. So here's the thing. So
She's using
Antonia,
Antonia
is using awe, but with her voice because she can see that they have sunglasses on, so she can't get their gaze. So she's doing that, but Antonia also has a specialty in performance in classical music. So she's actually going to start singing with a practically angelic voice, Brahms' Lullaby.
How does that go again?
Lullaby and good night with roses bedight, with lilies overspread, as babies we bed. Lay thee down now and rest. That's the important part.
Are you using that for like dominate?
Well, we can do the dominate part, but this is awe. So let's. And I got 5 successes on the awe roll.
Okay.
Manipulation and what was it?
Manipulation and presence, I believe.
Presence, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 5 successes.
The one that you are more focusing on with Melpomene, they look over at you, but their expression does not change. They are focused on you. Actually, it would be looking in the opposite direction. They would be looking kind of over Vila's shoulder at the vampire on the wall. Key, are you doing anything?
Nope. He's just watching. Key's still. I feel like he's just looking for the old man now. Like what? Just.
He still cannot see the old man. The old man.
She can now.
Unless you're doing
the old
something.
man, yeah, you can definitely see the old man now. As he like plants that foot and just
launches off the wall.
Yeah, pushes off the wall and uses soaring leap to get to.
Oh shit!
The one MIB that he had his eye on.
Which one was that? The one with the device, or the one who slapped the handcuffs?
The one with the device.
Okay.
And I am going to
give me a
bite
strength and brawl in that case for the bite.
Okay.
Strength and B-roll.
Strength. Roll.
And he suddenly sees the old man catapult from essentially the shadows.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that is 5 successes and
Holy
a
shit.
messy critical.
So you're going to launch in and bite. That is easy enough to do with 5 successes. Are you going to go for the whole Capri Sun?
Well, I was actually wondering if I could use the brutal feed feature.
Holy shit! Yes,
okay.
Because that's ridiculously cinematic. Yeah. So brutal feed for everybody playing the home game. Brutal feed is a potence power, in which case you muckle on to whoever it is that you want to feed from, and then. It's kind of like when you're drinking a juice box and you squeeze the juice box and then it shoots out more and faster. It's kind of like that, only there's not so much squeezing involved as there is just sort of sucking involved.
Yeah.
Okay, do you realize how many jokes you just set up in one sentence?
Yes, I am fully aware of that.
Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade!
And we are rated M for mature feed, everybody, so get used to it. So the old man's sucking. You muckle on like right onto the neck type of thing. Just sort of.
My potence is 3.
Yeah, that. Oh shit. Yeah, that. Are you draining the whole thing dry? Because basically that happens within one particular round, which is like.
Yeah, I am.
That is a humanity stain.
Great.
But you are now at 0 hunger.
Excellent.
I'm going to be looking up the effects of what happens when you feed off of a mage. If I remember correctly, you start to see some weird shit.
Sweet.
This is like reality infused blood, I guess would be the best way of putting it. Like you're going to be seeing some shit. I will get into that later. But for
Okay.
right now, Viola and Caraqua, since you both attacked this particular person, actually, no, since Caraqua attacked this person, Viola attacked the other one. Caraqua, you are right there to see an ugly ass vampire jump off the wall, latch onto this thing, and basically just kind of like their face kind of gets sucked in, and their, you know, all of the blood is drained from their body, and they kind of fall over. And as their hand falls down, the kind of thing clatters off. Antonia or Key? Key, are you up to anything?
So when I say Key's squishy, I mean Key's fucking squishy. So Key is preferably not getting involved. And is watching the old man do his thing from a little bit of a distance. There's a ghost in my room.
Yeah, Key is looking at Key's character sheet. Key is very squishy.
I am very squish.
Like 1 strength squishy.
Yes, that's why we use chapstick. Yes, no, he is watching this.
I am not getting the chapstick reference in that particular regard with regards to strength, but okay, sure, let's go with it. Maybe it's kindred thin blood chapstick that has special powers that makes Key stronger. Possibly. We can introduce that later.
That's for all the talking shit.
I mean, there is that too, yeah. So the last person up is the person who slapped the restraint on Caraqua's right arm. Caraqua, you are... This feels weird. That's the best way I can put that right now. This feels not right at all. This feels like you can kind of feel like the bones on the one side of your body trying to readjust to being smaller or bigger, depending on which side of the body you're feeling. Like your entire body has this like, I slept on it wrong and it's tingly through your entire body. Like your entire body's asleep right now. And it readjusts your bonus to just +1 as opposed to +2.
My scoliosis has worsened.
What are you
That's
going
how
to be doing? What is Caraqua going to be doing?
Haruka sees this ugly motherfucker just jump out, and she's just like looking utterly confused. It's just like, okay, he's down for the count. I'm not even going to fuck around with that. Turns to the other guy. What's he at? Is he down? Is he still up? What is going on?
He took a punch or a hit from Villa on the arm that is currently holding the other side of that kind of handcuff looking thing.
Let me get that arm so that way I can take off the cuff from Villa for breaking arms today.
Yeah. Werewolf is an incredibly brutal game. What do you mean by get the arm specifically?
I meant in clinical terms, I meant specifically to relocate
yes.
this appendage
Abscond
from
with.
this
Yes,
abscond with it in the most pleasant manner possible that Karakwa knows.
You're gonna ask nicely. Okay, got it. Give me a strength and brawl on that one with the +1.
If you were about to say give me a charisma,
yeah, I was not, because that, yeah, I don't think charisma would work in this situation, except for the fact that it distracted the one guy so that the old man could bounce in and make with the biting.
Thank you.
To answer the question in the chat, yes, there is in fact just this one left because the old man ate the other one.
That's going to be weird consequences, man.
Yeah,
Six
not
successes.
yikes. Well, so let's just say that this particular person is not going to be playing patty cake at any point in time in the near future, or at all, probably because that is more than enough damage to put this particular person down.
Oh,
So they drop to their knees after it has been absconded with. I'm not going to get into too graphic detail here, but as soon as that particular person basically falls unconscious on the ground, um, the latch on the thing that is on your wrist kind of detaches, so you can definitely tell it was kind of like a concentration thing that they had to concentrate on it to maintain the effect. So the latch unlatches, and then the half of your body that is back down into human form kind of shifts, and there's like cracking of bones and such, and you are now fully in glabro form again.
this is just an average day with scoliosis, dog. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you want me to react, dog.
So what is everybody doing now that the two MIBs have been taken care of?
Tark was going to like look directly over at Viola, just like checking her out, like, are you okay? Just like
Oh,
making sure.
Dearie, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. No, thank you. That was quite well done. And Viola looks over to the old man and kind of just gives a approving nod. Um, uh, welcome. You
You're not supposed to be here.
We just wanted to ask questions.
questions about
The old
what?
the old man. Is the device still on the floor?
The device scattered off, like he basically fell at your feet, and then the hand went down, and then the device kind of skittered across the floor somewhere in action movie type trope.
I would like
Everybody's
to.
still frozen.
Everyone is still frozen. Yes.
I would like to look for that device. As I say,
it's easy enough to find. You kind of
Yeah.
know where it kind of clattered off to, but you have to mildly kind of adjust some people out of the way so you can like reach under the table that it landed under.
Can I shift back before that happens, considering
The human form? Yes.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
also transform back. Yeah.
I definitely am not pushing any buttons on it. I'm just picking it up.
Okay.
And
And also, did just for clarification for the old man, did you share the images that were potential werewolves with Key and Antonia?
Yes.
Okay. So now that you have both, Antonia, Key, and the old man, not you, both, all three of you, have seen Viola and Caraqua in their kind of glabro-ish forms. Those were the images that the old man saw, or the old man had access to, from, I believe Roland gave you the information on that.
Yeah. So the old man is going to look to Antonia and give her a nod, look to Key and give them a nod, and then look to Viola and hand her the device.
Antonia's gonna look at our two werewolf friends here, and just say, we might want to get these two, and she points at the men in black, out of here or in the back or somewhere before you let the normals loose again. And she points to everybody who's frozen.
I suppose we could do that.
Have a safe space somewhere that we could put them. One of them, I think, is very clearly dead. The other one also.
Eriqua, how do you think young Shift is going to feel about having some bodies in the green room?
Not good. Not happy
No,
at all,
I
dare I
didn't think
say.
so. I don't think we have a choice though at this point.
Whatever puddle of shit we are in, we are all standing in it. So
Right,
let's
right.
get out of it and then sort this out, right?
I say the keys started going through the guy's pockets while everyone's talking.
There is there's a fold, like a leather fold thing that you would like flip open, but there's nothing on it. It's just blank piece of paper.
These
That's
guys got
the
nothing.
literally nothing in their pockets.
Okay, I'm taking their glasses.
I'm assuming the one that was crushed like a Capri Sun is lighter.
Yeah,
Okay.
by a fair stretch. Yeah.
Viola goes to try and drag that one into the WVIP room.
Karakwa will go ahead. She's a packing mule already. She's just gonna go ahead and log it like it's some potatoes.
That's fair. There's a little bit of blood on the floor.
Like blood on the dance. I'm sorry.
From the one, let's just say arm retrieval.
I was very surgical and even delicate in my precision. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
not
Thank you.
arguing. I'm just saying that there's blood on the floor. Is anyone going to take care of that somehow?
I'm dragging the body, dog.
Antonia knows her way around a bar, so she's probably going to
There's
go
a
behind the
closet
bar.
nearby. Yeah.
Yeah, where everybody's frozen. She's gonna grab some rags, some disinfectant, and stuff like that. Because she's not, she's not above cleaning up a club. So
Okay. So after all that's taken care of, the bodies are moved to a safer place in the back. How does that go with conversations?
The old man is very direct. He looks at them and says, first off, I don't know about them. We didn't bring them here.
We didn't invite them here, so.
All right. Now, you didn't invite us here either.
No.
But there were actions taken on kindred grounds by a number of your kind. Investigation led us here to your young shift and a number of others heretofore unidentified, right?
What is it that you want with young Shift,
We
old
want to
man?
ask him questions about why he was at Alexander Industries a few weeks ago.
At that, Viola shoots a glance over at Karakwa.
What's it to you? Are you his friends?
No. We're the ones stuck cleaning up the mess he left. Now, don't get us wrong. We are happy to see him go. We just need to know why he was abruptly shifted from his immortal coil, and what happened on the night that he was.
Well, he was messing with things that were quite out of all of our depths.
You want to elaborate?
He's trash that deserved death along with his associates.
Oh, on that, I agree. But unless there was something in particular that he did, such action can't be taken without consequences. Now, would anyone, and the old man's going to sit down, care to tell me what he did? What kind of shady shit was he up to? Because we have hints that there was some wild shit happening. At that, the old man is going to gesture to Key, and he says, "Do you have that ear?"
The the
The ear. Key cut an ear off of a mutated wolf thing.
I took his eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
eye.
you
Yeah, I
took
was
an
like,
eye. Okay,
I
okay,
took it,
okay.
yeah, I held it by the
Oh,
the
right,
nerve
right,
ends.
right, right. Then yeah, sorry, he'll gesture about the eye.
Oh, oh, we. And he just kind of looks a little perplexed for a second.
Well,
Um,
before we answer.
they pull it out. They've made it into a necklace.
Oh dear.
All of your kind truly are revolting.
No,
Hey.
please. That's all. Just take a deep breath. Now, before we answer those questions, would you mind explaining to us what conclusion your investigation is bound to come to? What is the? Is this just a retaliatory investigation of what happened and what is going to come to pass to our kind, or is it some sort of relationship you have with Alexander
We have
or
higher
the
ups.
industries?
We have higher ups, much like you probably have your leaders too. And she looks over at the old man and says, we just want to make sure that they are appeased, that they get, their answers as to why it happened. If it happened for a good reason, then maybe we can do a spin doctor. But the old man and Key were tasked with telling our sheriff what happened and explaining what happened. So the more you can help us understand this, the more we can make sure this doesn't become any more messy in the Vancouver area, shall we say.
At that, Viola will look back over to Garaqua and kind of seek a nod of approval to divulge what we did there.
Parka grunts slightly, but says, yeah.
So Viola will then flow into their point of view and what transpired at Alexander Industries, the disturbances that they had sensed that they were tasked with investigating as well, how once they got there, they realized that there was some great amount of interference with the umbral planes and the reality, um, and how they came to find that Alexander was in league with the Black Spiral Dancer, and explains what that even means. um, the spiritual corruption that Viola saw as well, um, and the fights that ensued.
So Alexander was messing where he shouldn't have been messing, is basically what we're saying, and you retaliated against him for messing where he shouldn't be messing.
You could say that.
If we were to walk into your little section of land and tear it up and then claim it as ours, I don't think you would be all too happy about it either.
Oh, absolutely not. Old man, what do you think of this? Is this an answer, or do we need more?
Glasses on.
The old man. Was there only one pair of glasses?
They both had.
There was two.
Yep.
Key has like the other one.
The old man asks for a pair.
He just like whispers under their breath, like best friends.
He takes it and just kind of pops it on and goes, "I am satisfied." He stands up and says, "Sorry for the interruption. Enjoy your show."
Are the two werewolves wearing any bracelets?
Oh, Viola would have a beaded, like a bunch of beaded, hand beaded bracelets, bangles, all like handmade.
I feel like as they're before leaving, he kind of like sidesteps a little bit with the glasses and just pulls them down a little bit and puts their arm next to yours and pulls up their sleeve a little, just revealing like I think we're at 7 bracelets now.
Yep.
And I'm collecting these. You think you could want to be best friends? Want to be added to the list?
Yours all seem to be chains. I don't know if I have chain ones in particular.
No, this is the only chain. There's like a chained one. There's like a flimsy piece of like cloth that was tied to another cloth. There's another one that's a little bit beaded. I forget what one of them was. One of them's got like candy cane colors.
You can't seriously be considering this.
Viola,
I'm not talking to you. You don't have bracelets.
And I wasn't
if you're
talking to you
to
either.
me, you're talking to our entire group. But Karakwa, please, dear. They did help us with these awful creatures over here. And Violet takes off one of her beaded bracelets and she hands it.
Thank you very much.
I just made this weekend.
Oh.
I think it'll fit your aesthetic real beautifully.
They like put it on their wrist and they smell it. Lick it once, smell it again. Oh, it's very nice.
It smells like werewolves.
They kind of
consider it a truce between your coterie and our group.
Yes.
Well, the bright side of what you and your group did, I guess, because I'm not sure how happy I am with it yet, is that our group now owns Alexander Industries.
Oh, wow.
So if you hear of anything strange going on, anything that is messing with your kind that seems to be coming from Alexander Industries, you let us know. We'll take care of it before it comes to more violence. We'll take care and make sure our own don't do this to you.
Well, that would be very helpful. Do you have a business card or something that we could? There.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And Antonia gets a business card out of her purse.
Thank you, dear. Now, I would suggest there's a door, and I point to like a side entrance that would probably be better for them to sneak out of. It'd probably be best for you all to take
Leave.
this entrance. So,
But we are VIP.
Oh dear, you do not want to stick around. You don't. You really don't.
Have you pushed the button to like restart time at all?
Nobody has.
Well,
Is anybody going to do that before we end this particular season?
I would
Because that'd be great.
if they were going to start making their way to the exit.
yeah, I think that the old man is just gonna.
As they like get like pretty much like close enough to the exit area, I will restart the party.
As you like, seems weird for the particular device. So you gotta like you hit a few buttons and then the device kind of snaps shut, and then it sort of folds in on itself several different times, and then it disappears, and then everybody starts moving again. Like the glass that was falling like continues falling, and there's the music kind of picks up.
Do we hear Young Shift exclaim about the bodies that are in the green room?
He's probably not happy about it, I would imagine.
Hey, yo, what the fuck is this?
Eric, I think he found them.
And at that
would
point,
be an understatement.
Someone tried set me up. What the fuck?
And at that point, we're going to pull this particular season to a close. So thank you all for watching throughout the season, watching all of our vids. For any bits or subscriptions or money that you've sent our way, it is always appreciated. So we're going to do a quick round table of everybody, and then we will see you when we see you next for season 3, when we head over to Toronto and see what Sophia and Violetta are up to with the something going on there.
We're raiding the embassy.
Let's do it in reverse order. Alan.
Hello, I am Alan, aka the old man, with a quick cameo from the best in the game, the best to ever do a Young Shift. I am a D&D and tabletop actual player. You can find me besides here playing Vancouver by night. Blah. You can find me on Quest Keep on Twitch and YouTube. Playing a game called Altero Eat Slay Love, as well as doing many other things on that channel. You can find me streaming on my own channel on Twitch. That is DJINNXBII, where I make little miniatures on Hero Forge and just kind of hang out and build characters into chat, and that is happening Friday mornings from here on out. That's right, with a regularly scheduled event. Let's see. I think those are the only things I can think of. If you're watching this at a particular time, I may be in the middle of making a Warforged human-sized dungeon. Over at Quest Keep to benefit charity. So come watch that. That's all I can think of. My brain is pudding.
Chris.
Hello, I am Chris, aka D&D Imposter. I make funny memes on the internet, on social medias, but on a more serious note, about this time, just saw the chat. About this time, not only is Tabletop Tempest alive and running well, this show Beneath the Surface will probably be ending soonish by the time this comes out. And by the time this comes out, Heroes of Bastion Season 2 will probably be out as well, or about to come out. Season 2 of Heroes of Bastion, where I play Nathira, and you should see the in-between episodes after Nathira died at the end of last season. Big spoiler there, but not a surprise anymore.
Spoilers?
Yeah. Spoilers! Barely know her. Barely know hers. Whatever. I'm Chris. I'm EP. I'm sorry for yawning.
And Joanna.
Hi, my name is Joanna, and I have been playing Antonia for you today. And you will find me on socials as Hyrule Gardener. Thank you all for watching our lovely season 2, and thank you to everybody here for letting me play with you and follow all these people's projects because they are amazing. Amazing people.
And Monica.
Hi, Monica here. You can find me at MonicaM_art across all social media. I'm primarily an illustrator, so you can find my artwork in a bunch of different ttrpgs. You can find me in Kids on Bikes, Kids in Capes, Warren Guard, All the Witches, some Critical Role stuff. I also do portraits of famous ttrpg people as well. I also will be found here, usually playing Sophia, our beautiful Toreador, but today as Viola, your lovely werewolf. You can also find me as M over on Northwolf 911's Candela Obscura with Twisted Fates. I'm playing a very cool character who's also in a lot of trouble right now and hopefully will make it through. So check me out there as well. And as of now, I also have one of my first VO experiences with Northwolf's Candela as well. So check out that teaser that was put up last week. That's me in that half of that. So yeah, I'm just doing a bunch of stuff, and I also have books. Thank you, Steve. Check out the graphic novels I illustrated. Don Quixote Part 1, Rise of the Night, is out wherever books are sold. And Book 2, Flight of the Witch, is coming out this September 3rd. So check out all my socials, my links and stuff for where to pre-order that. Thank you.
Also, Monica did a portrait of one Matthew James Mercer, I believe is his middle name. I'm not sure. It looks amazing. Go check it out on her socials. And last but certainly not least, over there in the corner is Michaela.
Hi. Tonight I've been playing a absolute Buddhist in nature and in spirit. However, typically I play Violetta, who is truly gracing everyone with her presence, with just her kindness, generosity, and her pleasantness to her coterie mates. However, if you want to see me have diversity in my roles, you can see me in Starcrawl and on something else where I play a bitch. I'm sorry, I was taking after my hero Joe Biden. I can't remember anything.
Anyway.
With that being said, if you are in the DMV area, you can find me where I do terrible drag and have worse humor than I do online. Also get the shirt. The shirt makes me like you more.
And the Matesy shower curtain.
And the shower
Yes.
curtain. That just takes care of everything I was just about to say. So we will see you when we see you next. Just kidding. Go to our YouTube, subscribe. It's free. Follow us on Twitch. It's free. I don't know how the Moonbeam thing works. I think you can follow people for free. I'm not sure. I don't know. But there will be options to donate a little bit of cash in our direction. It is shared with the folks on screen. Go do that. Or you could go to our Patreon. Our Patreon, you get $1, gets you all the behind the scenes stuff. If you do it for $5, you get the automatic like pre-shows of whatever we do. We will release it a week early, and then we will release it on Twitch, Moonbeam, etc., etc. So you can watch everything early. Or you can go to our Threadless and get stuff like this, where you can buy stuff that says the Meat C, because you definitely want to answer those questions when you're out in public. So we will see you all later. Get a shower curtain that says the Meat C on it, and just surprise your friends when you have them over. We will see you when we see you next for season 3, which probably be out in about 2025 at some point. But first, the next time you will see the majority of the people you see all around me here, we will be playing Marvel Multiverse RPG with various characters, none of which we've made yet. I've been making a boatload of NPCs using Demiplane. So yeah, we will see you when we do the superhero thing. Have a good night, everybody.